Well, believe it or not, I'm back. I was looking through my videos a couple days ago and saw that it had been 3 months since I had posted a video. When for quite a while there, I was posting every week or every other week. I was surprised to see that it had been that long. Time has been flying by with the physical issues and the holidays and all of that. So I wanted to post this for a few reasons. One, because I'm having surgery tomorrow. My third basal cell carcinoma on my face. So I'll be having another one removed from the side of my nose. So I thought it'd be better to do the video today because after tomorrow it's going to take a while before I look very good. Couple updates. I want to thank you guys for emailing me and sending me messages, asking how I'm doing, etc. That means the world to me, and I really appreciate it. The shoulder's about 95% now. I went through 9 weeks of physical therapy to break the adhesions in the frozen shoulder. It's doing a lot better. I can sleep now, which is great. That's been good. The downside is, well, why 3 months? Well, this little index finger on my cording hand, that first joint has just been stiff and painful, and so I've been resting it and hoping it's going to bounce back, and it has not bounced back the way that I want it to. So continuing to rest it and hoping it's going to heal up. Eventually, I'm going for my annual physical in a couple weeks, so I'm going to ask her to take a look at that, maybe x-ray it, see if that is indeed what I think it is, and what I think it is probably the beginning of some arthritis. So a few things going on, but the shoulder's better. The finger feels a little better, definitely not 100%. The basal cell will get cut out and that'll go away. And yes, for those of you, the people always ask, are you asleep for that? And no, you're not. You're sitting in a chair, up, awake, while someone walks towards your face with a scalpel. So as you can imagine, that is not a fun experience and not something I'm looking forward to. Can't wait to get it over with and heal up. So update on the Uke blog's doing great. Thank you to those of you that have joined the YouTube channel and the Uke blog. The Uke blog's number 17 out of 100 on the one chart I have that has the toucan there. It's on the Uke blog, so that's pretty cool. But the YouTube channel, I'm up to almost 500 subscribers. So if you would share it, I would appreciate it, and like it and continue. There's a lot of info there. And the Uke blog has even more, so I appreciate it. So anyway, tomorrow's surgery. If you guys pray, I appreciate prayers. Got a lot of people that are doing that for me, especially for the surgery and then the subsequent biopsy while I'm still in the chair with an opened surgical site. They do a biopsy to make sure they get it all before they sew me up. So that'll be tomorrow on Tuesday. This is my Ohana. All mahogany. I've reviewed that before. And I hadn't picked up a uke in a couple months because I've just been resting my finger and I was playing around. And I said, I thought to myself, there's probably a few people that don't understand some chord basics, and especially for jamming. This is really important. It's going to be a quick sharing. Because we've all heard the different chord progressions, and certainly when you go to a jam, one of the most difficult things is if you don't have any sheets, what do you play? Well, if you learn some of your basic chord progressions, all you need to know is what the key is. The key will be, okay, let's do this song in, let's say, A, which is what I'm going to use today. Well, that's your one chord. Your key is always your one. And then you're going to have different chords after that. So it's important for you to learn some of those chords so you can kind of make your way through the song. None of this is concrete, but these are basic rules that if you go to a songbook, you will find are followed most of the time. So I made up this little chart. Hopefully you could see it. There's obviously seven notes, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then it goes back to A. The one chord is always your key. So if this was in the key of C, that would be sitting here. And then it would be C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And it would be the exact same thing here. So if you're in the key of A, your 2 is B. Your 3 chord is C. Your 4 chord is D. Your 5 chord is E, your 6 chord is F, and then G. You'll notice what I wrote here on the underside. Most of the time, your 1 chord, the A will be a major chord. The D many times will be a major. Your 5th chord will be a dominant chord. That's a 7th chord. And then, of course, if you get to the 6th, your F chord, or whatever is your 6th chord, will many times be a minor. Now, if you think of playing different songs, as I learned more about this, I went back to hundreds of worship songs that I've known in the key of D. Many of them D, E, F, G, A. Well, what was the minor in every one of those songs? Literally, at least one of the minors was a B. That's your 6th. After your dominant 7th, which is the 5th chord, which obviously in the key of D is an A. You go think about it. Oh, I'm playing a D. Oh, it's always an A7. Oh, then there's always a B minor. Well, it follows this very basic chord structure, and this is just one of them. If I could take the camera and show you my chord chart back here, up in the upper right, there's a whole bunch of chord progressions. One of them is the 1, 4, 5. Thousands and thousands of songs, especially in the 50s and 60s, were written with 3 chords, a 1, a 4, and a 5. Many times it was a major, and a 7th. And sometimes they would throw in a minor there. So it's just something for you guys to work on until I get my hand healed up, my face healed up, and I get to come back, which I will. But here's your A, right? Now this is kind of interesting. So everybody, and just listen. It sounds good. Here's your A. Here's your D. Sounds good. 7th is your 5th. That's your E. Now this is kind of interesting because a lot of times people do blues in A. Well, here you are. You've got your A, your D, and your E. Now the interesting thing about blues and A is many times I play that in all 7th chords. You can't do that with every time, but in this one it works. So here's your A7th, D7th, now E, D7th, E. So what you want to do is you want to work on that, and you want to commit those to memory. Many times I'll just be sitting watching TV and I'll be thinking to myself, okay, I have a key of A, so what's my 1, 4, 5? So I'll think to myself, it's A, D, E, major, 7th, and then my minor would be the 6th, which would be in the key of A, obviously, would be my F. So now you can, if you listen to that real quick, here's your A. You don't play it in the 6th position though. Most of the time when I play, throw in the minor there, many times I'll throw it in the 2nd position. Now watch it, here's your A, F minor, you just drop your ring finger right there. Now notice, with your F minor, you just lift up your index finger and you've got a D7th. What they call Hawaiian D7th. That's the way I play it. I just think it sounds better that way, honestly, versus this. and dropping your finger. This doesn't sound right. Okay, so got your A, F minor. Notice minimal finger movement. Oh. Lift that up, D7th, and then your E7th. And notice I'm not playing it like this with my. I've changed it now to I'm playing it like this. Vic, why are you playing your E7th like that? For years you played it like this. Because now, if I play it like this, my open string's right here. If I just move up one fret and drop my finger, so that's a F, and then you move up F sharp, etc., etc. That's good, not bad. So if you do play your E7th, move up one fret, drop your index finger, F, F sharp, and of course on the 3rd fret, G. All right. I will see you guys once I heal up. Thank you so much for subscribing to both the blog and the YouTube channel. If you're interested, what have you been doing, Vic, for the last 3 months? I've been working on my photo blog. I've been taking pictures. I do a lot of street photography, nature photography, etc. If you want to check that out. Most of it's street photography now. I'm probably going to be switching the photo blog. It'll still be the same address, but it won't be strictly street photography. I'm thinking about switching it over to just photography because I love doing nature, and when spring hits, I'm going to be out there all the time. VixPhotoblog.com, www.vixphotoblog.com. Until next time, I will see you. Hopefully with not too big a scar. All right, bye-bye.